Welcome back, everybody, to our final fantastic segment. I hope you are as excited as I am to welcome Kareem Kandi into the studio to take us on a musical-filled journey in this segment. Kareem, welcome.
Thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure.
I love every time I see your name come up somewhere and seeing your posts of what's happening musically in the city of Tacoma every week. There's something coming up. Loft parties in January and February?
Yes. So those.
Tell me.
Yeah, basically that ties in with our international exchanges. So, which is part of what we do. We go to other countries, we teach, perform, and play, and then also work on bringing artists from those countries here to teach, perform, and play, and talk about their country and how they learned how to play jazz and improvise and what that looks like. So, most of our programming throughout the year is free and open to the public. However, we do some fundraising to support the international exchanges throughout the year, and these two concerts that you mentioned are two of those. So we're doing one in January and one in February. They're loft parties in downtown Tacoma, so it's basically dinner and a live jazz performance. And so those are ticketed events, but that of course covers the cost of the food and the wine and champagne and desserts and the concert. So the first one is January 22nd. And the next one is a pre-Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day falls on a Tuesday. So we're doing this one on the Saturday prior to that, which is Saturday, February 11th. And tickets are available on Eventbrite for those.
That's wonderful. Loft parties. I love the sound of that. And
That's
imagining in my mind this beautiful dinner, this slow jazz chill moment happening.
Yeah, well, we originally were hosting them at houses, and then just the way insurance changed with policies, I'm fairly certain it had to do with COVID. We moved it to this loft instead, which abides by regulations and restrictions for insurance for hosting those types of things.
Great.
So, yeah.
You also have something happening at one of my favorite places to go to in the evenings. I'm actually going there for lunch today. Yeah. McMiniman's Jazz Jam Sessions.
Yes.
Tell me about those.
Speaking of lunch, they have really good lox. If you're looking for lox, that's the place to go for breakfast. So we currently do a couple different things with McMiniman's. We still have the first Sunday of every month, we do a guest artist series where we bring guest artists in, different jazz artists from around the Pacific Northwest, and they come and are composing music, and then we compose music and we perform with them, and that's a free series that's open to the public. The series that we're excited to start in January, next week, every single Monday, we're going to be hosting a jazz jam session, which will be a professional house rhythm section, and then anyone in the community can come up and play and be part of the jam session. So it's free and open to the public, and it's all ages, and that's going to be every Monday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m.
I have a question about those, because I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, do you live stream some of those?
Yeah, okay, not the jam session. We won't be doing that, but the guest artist series, yes. So we actually present a weekly performance a weekly live stream series at different venues throughout Tacoma. So the first Sunday of every month, we do the guest artist series at McMiniman's. The second and third Sunday of every month, we stream from Ted Brown Music in Tacoma. And we're talking about making that open to the public as well. That's tricky because it's on a weekend when the store is closed. And then the third Sunday of every month, we are streaming and doing a live hybrid concert from the Museum of Glass in their theater there. So that one you do have to pay museum admission to attend, but the live stream is free. All the other things that we do are free to participate in.
That's great. Tell me a little bit more about the guest artist series.
Sure.
What should we expect from that?
Sure. So basically we have guests from all different walks of life. Sometimes we have visiting artists that are like nationally known artists coming through town, and we'll have them come and talk about their life and their music, or it'll be well-known local artists from here or from Portland or nearby areas if they're passing through town. So it's two parts. The first part is there is an interview series where we talk about them and their life and their music and how they got started and their thoughts and impressions about music and the music business. And it's open, so like the first 45 minutes of the interview is basically we're asking questions and talking about them, and then it's open to people can ask questions either live in person or via commenting through live stream. So, and they also remain online on our Facebook page and also on YouTube, so you can go back after the fact. So if you miss it in real time, you can watch it later or rewatch it, over and over again. So that's the first part. The second part of it is we have an actual concert, and so they're either hybrid or they're live streamed. So the McMiniman's ones is hybrid, Museum of Glass is hybrid. Ted Brown is live stream only for the moment, but we're talking about making that hybrid as well. But that is the guest artist is composing original music. We're composing original music, and then we do an hour-long concert, and we're playing all this brand new original music that we've composed, and that's every single week. So it's fun and terrifying in that you have to produce all this new content, and you're coming in. It's like a composer's workshop. We've never rehearsed it. We come in, we look at it, we maybe do it in sound check really quick, and then play it. So it's just brand new, but it's always like brand new material.
That's fascinating. I just get this walking in and having a chart put in front of me, and I'm like, play. I'm like, no, practice. This is going to be crazy. Now, I know you mentioned the Loft on January 22nd. What other upcoming performances do you have that people should know about?
Oh, geez. There's stuff going on all throughout the Northwest, including down in Portland, and the international exchanges. But the things that occur in Tacoma on a regular basis, there's the weekly jam session at McMinimans, which is starting every Monday, the first Sunday of every month at McMinimans, the second and fourth Sundays at Ted Brown Music. What else is going on? We do the last Sunday of every month at O'Malley's on 6th Avenue. That's free and open to the public, although that you have to be 21 for that one. What else is coming up? I know there's more. I always in these questions I forget stuff, but we've got a performance coming up. Actually, tomorrow we'll be at Museum of Glass doing an afternoon performance, and then also a thing at Buzzard's Barbershop. We've done a thing for them probably for going on 10 years now. It's a holiday concert. It was scheduled for last week in the barbershop. And it's kind of like a holiday thing, but due to the ice, we had to reschedule it. So we're doing it tomorrow, and that's from, I think, 3 to 5, and that's free and open to the public. So come in and get a haircut, or don't, and relax and enjoy the music. But there's stuff going on all the time throughout the city, and the best way to stay in touch is either on our website or on our social media outlets. We do a pretty good job of keeping stuff posted on there as well.
You are great. The way I always find out about it the best is the Tacoma Arts listserv.
Yes.
Because you are always, I get that email from you every single week that
I try.
Everything.
I have 2 small children at home, 4 and 6, so my productivity is kind of like gone down a little bit, but I try to do a good job of keeping things out so people can stay in touch with what's happening.
Now, the Kareem Kandi World Orchestra is a nonprofit.
Yes.
And looks for support from our community.
Yes.
How can we support you? What ways can we do that?
Well, you can make donations online. On all of our live streams, I have information about how to do that. Just coming out to concerts and taking part, that helps us as well, because the venues get the support, which helps keep things rolling and moving forward. People can sponsor concerts or events. We have different businesses throughout the year that sponsor different parts of our programming, which is certainly helpful as well. But all of those things, or even if you can't attend a show, just telling people about it, because other people might be able to come. So if you can't attend personally, tell someone else and say, hey, go take part in it, or go check out the live streams. All those things are ways that people can support what we're doing.
That's wonderful. Now, the weekly jazz workshops.
Sure.
Walk me through what that's like.
Sure. So what those are, they're basically classes, and they're open to all ages. So basically from like middle school up, you have to be able to play an instrument or sing. Vocalists are welcome to attend as well. But basically we work on performing in small ensembles, and the people that are enrolled learn how to, we have music that we learn how to play, and then learn how to improvise and talk about different concepts, and learn how to improvise in a small ensemble setting. And then that actually pairs into our guest artist series, because the students that are enrolled in the class have the opportunity every single month to go out to the first Sunday at McMinimans and then perform on stage in front of a live audience with professional artists. So we have the professional house rhythm section, and then we have the guest artists, so they all get the opportunity to play with the students in front of a live audience and see how it actually works. It's not just we're going to do this in class and maybe do a concert, but this is how it actually works in the real world in terms of performing live in front of people at a venue.
So from an old Barry sax player who hasn't played regularly since college,
yeah.
And whose maybe theory skills aren't the best for improving, would this be something fun?
Definitely. Yeah, because there's many different ways to approach improvising, and you can start with just learning how to play the melody and changing the melody around, or go way down the rabbit hole in terms of theory. There's lots of ways to approach doing that, and some of the students that we have are brand new beginners, and some have played for years or maybe have some skills and are coming back just to have an outlet to play. So there's lots of ways to look through the lens at that and get people playing. So for sure, yeah.
So if you can play, check it out.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, adding something else to my calendar now. This is turning into an episode full of add things to my calendar.
Yes.
Learn to skate, Tacoma Historical Society. Experience music again with Kareem Kandi.
Yes.
Now, something else that's very exciting, and I love the word international in anything, is you have international exchanges.
Yes.
What's happening this year in 2020, or this coming year in 2023?
So yeah, this coming year in 2023, we're doing France again. Their restrictions in terms of with COVID and all that kind of stuff have been, well, Europe in general has been a little bit easier than other parts of the world. Like for example, Japan, we did that a couple years ago, and they just recently opened, so we're going to start working on doing that again. But for this year, we're going to do France. We'll be in the south of France. In March for a couple weeks teaching and performing. So cities so far confirmed will be in Biot, which is the sister city of Tacoma. We'll be in Nice. We'll be in, there's talk of one in Antibes, Grasse, Opio, San Cesare, and where else will be? Come on, brain. Bordeaux and Toulouse. And then well, I'm not sure about if we'll do some teaching at Marciac, but we're working on that right now. But that's confirmed for March, and then in July, late July, August, we'll be doing a summer camp, a jazz workshop summer camp, and some club dates down in the south of France. Again, that'll be in San Cesar for their Jazz Fest 2023, and we're still working on plugging in actual club dates for that, but that's coming, so that'll be July, August.
Wow. So if you need somebody to carry cases around for you, I'm well versed in doing that. If you need a porter to carry all those instrument cases.
We'll get a routine together. We'll do acting and music and the whole thing, and it'll be a bit. So,
what composing projects are you working on right now?
Sure. Well, every single week we have to do that 60-minute. We have the opportunity to compose 60 minutes of music. So that's a constant thing week to week. And then we recently received a grant from the Arts Commission, Tacoma Arts Commission, for the Community Impact Grant. And that project is going to entail blending many different rhythms, darbuka rhythms, Middle Eastern rhythms, and then jazz forms and harmonies. So we're working on that right now. We've done one of those in the past already, and this will be a continuation of that, looking through that a little bit more. So,
I love every time I get to speak with you and learn more about you, because what you do with music fascinates me. I heard a rumor, because I was with a friend last night talking about what I was doing today, and they said that they know you, and that you transcribe a piece of music every day to challenge yourself.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. I'm writing a lot. I'm working on composing a lot. Transcribing a piece of music every single day, I don't know if I would say that. Definitely, like with students in lessons, because I'm teaching music almost every single day, we're working on playing melodies. I have all my students work on simple melodies in all 12 keys, and that's by ear. So that is, in a sense, transcribing, versus like taking a solo, like a piece from John Coltrane, and writing out that. I've done a lot of that, but I don't necessarily do it every single day. But I do it often.
My mind just explodes at that, of all my high school band directors saying theory,
yeah,
learning how to write it down.
It's like anything else. I think I'm a professional musician. I don't do a day job or anything else. So it's heavily involved with teaching and heavily involved with performing and composing. So in any profession, like you yourself, you're probably looking at all elements of theater and all that kind of stuff all the time. Anyone that does their profession, you're going to be doing those things. So it's just part of it. Wow.
Well, thank you so much. I was so happy to see you on the program today. And thank you for joining me this morning. It's been a delight to have everybody in the studio today. And I hope to see all of you in the new year at Tacoma Little Theater for our first production of 2023. We have Po' Boy Tango coming up. It's a celebration of the human spirit and the joy of cooking. It features Aya Hashiguchi Clark, Sam Lay, and Michelle Blackman. It is fascinating. I got to see the designer run of it Wednesday night, and I can't wait to see that open on January 20th. I teased you earlier about a little brass guest in the studio today, and Kareem Kandi is strapping on his tenor saxophone right now, and he's going to take us out of 2022 in style with a little bit of jazz. Kareem, bring us into the new year.